Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Crafting and Crime Daily, Sunday mornings with Crafting Journey. Look at the train pulled up. Everybody's here. Good morning. Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late. I'm sitting here like stressing over one teeny tiny area of my painting. Like, what do I want to do? And I finally figured it out. And it's this area right here. And we're going to talk about that in a little while because I finally settled on some colors, and I've got some colors here. We don't want to stick them there. But what I need to do is make sure that I write it down in my notebook so I don't forget what I'm switching out. So, how's everybody today? The reason I didn't do a show, whatever day that was, Thursday, Friday, I've been having an earache all week on and off. And I think it's the weather, just my sinuses and the weather and, that whole thing. Because it's gloomy and rainy and cold and yuck. So, good morning and good afternoon, Silver Stitches. Nice to have you. Hi, Dawn. Oh, all my diehards are here. We sat through yesterday the cross-examination of Jennifer Crumbley, and y'all, wow. I'm so happy we all got together and got to watch it together because that was so interesting, wasn't it? Anyway, let's who else is here? Tammy, good morning. Bonnie from Texas. Sarah, hello, Sarah. Who else is here? Who else? Their bright, shiny faces. Mickey, hello. Catherine, how are you, Catherine? Jerry's here. Jen, M, hello. Rochelle, nice to see you again. Mary, hello. Dawn, hi, Dawn. Okay, we're all here. We can start now. So, spring is getting closer. Yes, the groundhog on Friday said we were going to have a nice early spring, right? Well, I hope so. I want to stay like temperature wise right where we're at, where it's like 50s, upper 40s at night, 60s during the day. That's like the perfect temperature. But Sue's here. We can start now. Hello, Sue. Yeah. So let me show you what I was contemplating about when you guys pulled up in the bus. Mickey's working and lurking. That's okay. So here's the painting, my weekend painting. This is the Firebird panorama. And the part that I'm working on or was stressing over is this part. Like if you see this, let me move around here. This cordage that's running there, that blue cord in the upper right corner, and it has those yellow pulls at the end of it. That's kind of throughout this painting. Oh, here, go away. Whoop. No, go back. Go back. Both sides. So there's like 8 of them in all. So I tried a couple of different things and settled on ABs. I was contemplating using sparklers, but I don't think that's what I'm going to do. So I came to the decision of using. So I think this is the one AB that's already in it. So I'm going to surround it by these other ABs. So there's a little bit of color variation in it, but that's what I'm going to do. Today is Sue's birthday. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday to you. Everybody get your cake out. Happy birthday to Sue. Happy birthday, Sue Layden. She's 29 again. Hello. Mary, welcome. Yeah, I think I didn't like this. I was trying, what was I trying? Let me show you here. What was I? Some yellow sparklers. I don't know what I did with them. They're over here somewhere in this mess. Anyway, so this is what I settled on. So there's just a few of each in each pull of the cord. So That's it. Oh, come on. I'm starting to hate these Harbor Freight things. They warp, they get out of shape. Then you gotta go buy another one. So, I was working yesterday when we were live yesterday, and I was listening to the cross exam of Jennifer Crumbley. I was working on Berta's blanket, and she likes to lurk. She's probably still in bed. She's probably watching, but I'm working on her blanket, and it's turning out so cool. So this is the panel number 1. You put different colors panels, and she chose the Seattle Seahawk colors. But so this is the first panel. But there is it upside down? It's upside down. Hold on. There's the gnomes. Can you see them? Aren't they adorable? Yeah. So the next color we're going to add is the green that goes with the Seattle Seahawks. So we got one panel done. But it's not really a panel. It's going to be a continuous blanket. Hello, Eggs Over Easy. Hello, hello. So this one panel was about, or this one color block was about 1.5 skeins. So we'll leave that, put that over here. I'm exhausted. Sue says it's only a number. My grandson, when my daughter told him I'm 70, he said that number is way up there. Hey, Grandma, I can't count that high. Yeah. My grandkids, they're always surprised to learn how old I am. They're like, "No, you're not." "Yes, I am. Yes, I am." "Rebecca, have you seen the latest Ciro Marchetti release on Dreamer Designs? It's gorgeous." "No." That means we have to go to all right, we're already on Dreamer Designs, so let's go see what the heck she's talking about. We're gonna head over there, and we're gonna get out of this painting, and we're gonna look up Ciro Marchetti because, oh my gosh, where where is okay, search. Ciro Marchetti. All right. Here's his products. Is it any of these? There's the Enchanted Cave. I love the Enchanted Cave. Now, this one here, the City of Swords, my sister did that one. It's beautiful. Christmas Shop, City of Wands, Christmas Interior. Is it this one? No. Look. Woodland Panorama. You guys. Oh my God. That's beautiful. I could just do like a whole room where every wall has a panorama on it. Oh my God. Look at the green castle in the background. That is stunning. Foxes, butterflies, squirrels, unicorns, deer. That just takes my breath away. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Well, maybe next year. Oh my God. Maybe next year, you guys. That's $110. Yeah. And oh gosh, you know what? Now I want to check and see if I'm gonna check and see. I gotta check my account. Do I have any points? Oh my God, that is so pretty. Oh, stunning. Yeah. Well, silver stitches, yeah, I need it too, like a hole in the head. Um, I've got a couple of really pretty paintings on the way to me. So I just can't justify spending $110. So we're just gonna remove that from the picture. Oh my word. Oh my word, that's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay. Someday when I'm rich, or I marry a rich man and he doesn't mind that all I want to do is craft or spend money on crafts. Yeah, I mean it's the same size as this one, I'm assuming. Oh, there's Tia. Good morning, Tia. How are you, sweetie? Um yeah. It's so gorgeous. But I think this one will probably take me every bit of the year, working on it, doing like 1 or 2 sections every weekend. It's probably gonna take me quite a bit of time. If I get it done in less than a year, maybe they'll still have it on their site, and then I'll have to go get it. He's absolutely one of my favorite artists. Oh, you're working on the old Christmas shop, Bonnie. Why don't you put a picture in the Facebook group so I can show it off? If you guys want to show me what you're working on, I would love to see. It's Crafting Journey Facebook group. If you're not a member, just go over there, answer a couple questions, and I'll let you in. Shirley says, well, those of us who saw it will have it emblazoned in our hearts. There you go, Shirley. We can go to the internet and look at it anytime we want, right? Rich men are hard to find. Well, Joanne's going to hook me up. She's not here yet, but she said she'd hook me up. If I were a rich man, do 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 do. I watched this the news the other night, and they were showing this group of school teachers play the same group of numbers in the lottery every week for years. They've been playing the same group of numbers, which they pulled, like they just randomly pulled the numbers, and they won $1 million the other day. So it gave each teacher after taxes like $24,000. But how fun. I worked for this one law firm where the lottery had gotten up to like $75 million. It was in Florida. And we all put in $5, and we were like, oh, we're gonna get this. And then the partners, they put in, I think they each put in $100, but we were gonna split the pot evenly. We were one number away from winning that pot. We had 5 out of 6 numbers, I think, it was 5 out of 6 numbers. Oh, man. So we won a bit of money, but what we did was, I think we each got $100, and then with what was left, we threw a pizza party. Because in Florida, if you don't win the big lottery, the rest of it doesn't pay that much. So, unfortunately, but man, that would have put that firm out of business so fast with all of us gals splitting $75 million. Oh, Tia, thank you for putting the link to the Facebook group. That's nice of you. Tia has started her own Facebook group. It's called Palm Pal and Friends. Is that what it is? Tia, put the link to your Facebook group, because this month Tia's doing hashtag love is in the air. She's doing a little event, and she's going to have a little fun on her channel. So head on over and check out her Facebook group. All right, now I'm done with that color. So what's today? Sunday. Friday night. Oh, post what? Okay, Bonnie. Tia posted the Facebook group, my Facebook group, but she can post hers too. Tia, if you want to come in to let me send Tia an invite. She can tell you about her event. I'll send her an invite. Okay, hold on. If she's dressed, she might not be decent, so we understand. Where's my messenger? Where did it go? Messenger. I'm going to message her a link if she would like to come in. She is welcome to. Let's see, because we want to hear about her event. Okay, let me find Tia. Where are you, Tia? There she is, Tia. All right, I'm sending you the link. There we go. She might not be prepared, so if not, then I'll tell you as much as I know about the event. Oh, I got to X out of that woodland. I don't want to go back and look. Oh my goodness. Mickey says, I'm claiming Crazy Cat Lady as my love is in the air diamond painting. After all, everyone knows I love cats. Well, there you go. Okay, Tia, that'd be great. She's got to go find her butterflies. Look, Tia, I'm wearing butterflies just for you. Butterflies. So Friday night, I am sitting in bed playing my video game, Pal World. Oh my God. I love this game. Hi, Jude. Jude Curio. Welcome. Nice to have you. So I'm playing my video game, and which I could play tonight when we do game night. I'll play it again tonight. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun. All of a sudden, my whole house is shaking. Like, I couldn't believe it. For 3, 4, 5 seconds, the entire house is shaking. So I stopped what I was doing and I said to my sister, was that an earthquake? We live in Wichita, Kansas, and they do have earthquakes here. So the next morning I looked, and sure enough, there was an earthquake in Oklahoma, like 100 miles from here, but my whole house shook. It was crazy. Shirley says, I want to be in a group event. Well, there you go. You can join Tia's. When she comes on, she'll give you all the information about it. Tammy says, it's Dreamer Design Sunday in springtime. Okay. Can you believe it? So I can actually say I lived through an earthquake. But I mean, nothing was damaged or anything, but I'm like, that is really what it was, a 5.1 on the Richter scale. But I couldn't believe that, we're this far away from where it actually happened, and we felt it. So, yes, isn't that exciting? Okay. Now, which one did I say I was going to do? I got to write this down. This one was going to be 7. All right. Where's my pen? I need to write. See, what I'm doing is writing down everything I'm working on replacing. So, because the other side of this painting is identical, it's like a mirror. So I have to make sure I write things down. So for number 7, yeah, no, wait a minute. Number 7, we're going to do 725. And that's the cord pull. Okay, and then for the, wait a minute. Oh, the A, I'm going to do, was it this one? Yeah. 3822. 3822. And this one was going to be the H and the C, I think. H and C. And that is 728. Cord pull. Okay, so that's written down. So I won't forget it. Silver says, Rebecca, when you've worked it all out, can you send me the list of your changes? Of course. Have you started it? Did you start yours? Shirley says, my gnomes look like springtime with hearts. There you go. Nothing like that happens in the UK. Well, you probably don't have any fault lines there then. I certainly didn't think that living in Wichita we would have earthquakes, but I know we get them every now and then, because there is a fault line that runs through Wichita, one runs through Kansas. So we get little tiny ones, but this one was a big one the other night. You do have tornadoes, hurricanes, and you do have earthquakes. Oh, you don't have tornadoes, hurricanes, or earthquakes. Oh, okay. Shirley says, oh, wait, I have to get a picture. Okay, yeah, send a picture. Let me see if, hi, CC Angel. She lives in California, and we get them all the time. Yeah, it was just strange to me because, I'm just playing my game, and all of a sudden I'm shaking in my bed for no good reason, right? All right, let me go to the Facebook group in case anybody wants to come in. You just have to answer a couple of questions. Okay, Also, if you posted something, let me know, and I'll just keep checking for it. Sarah, working on Astronomer by Miles Pinckney. Let me pull this up here. It's better if I do it this way. Just go to the group. Where's the groups? I'll go home. Groups. Okay, crafting journey. There we go. Oh my God, Crashley's showing off her release papers. Oh, they are so stunning. My God. Okay, so let me show you her painting. Okay, Astronomer by Miles Pinckney. Oh, that is cool. All right, let me share the screen with you. Good morning.
Morning.
You look stunning. I knew you ran to get the butterflies.
I did. Because I had just gotten up. I had just finished fixing my coffee. I hadn't. I had just took my. I wear my hair in buns, and so I was taking my buns down. I was just gonna reposition them, put them in a different area, and you were like, "You can come in," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, look how pretty this is. Astronomer by Miles Pinckney, 41 by 27. And she is blinging it. Look at that robe he's got on.
Gorgeous.
Woo,
What is that? A
nice.
box? A treasure box? That is gorgeous.
That whole painting is just stunning.
Oh.
I like paintings like that. I really do. So I guess people want to know about your event. All right, I'm going to take this one out. There we go.
So I did create a new Facebook group. It's called Palm Pal Pens and Friends, and it's the N, not AND, for the N. And you guys know I'm horrible at technology, even though I'm always on it. I don't utilize a lot of the tools. I know how to get on and scroll or hit record and smile, but when it comes to utilizing the tools and creating like videos and things like that, I created a video a few years ago for my Love is in the Air event. The video is 1 minute and 29 seconds. It took me 2 days and 6 hours to make that video. And it was really just like putting pictures in, resizing them. I did some things like, where the screen shifts and things. I am getting better. Thank you, Mickey. But that's because Mickey helps me. Mickey's behind the scenes. She sends
Yeah.
me links to tutorials, and she got me in on her login so I can do better with practicing and things. So this year I wanted to do something where we all felt connected, because before it was post your pictures to Instagram, but getting to Instagram and getting the pictures to be able to show was difficult. So I wanted some, plus I don't know my Instagram login. I signed up like 5 years ago, and I can't get in on it.
The other day when you said, "Can you get a hold of Joanna?" And I'm like, "Oh, gee, here's her Instagram name." Just, I
She
just
reached
threw
out
it
to
out
me.
there. I just assumed you know how to get a hold of her on Instagram. And
Oh,
she's
I'm
like,
horrible.
I don't know how to use it because
I'm
you
been getting
always look
better.
at what I send you."
I do. I can do that when people send to me, but it's difficult for me to be the initiator. And I'm getting better. I really am getting better. It's funny, because I'm just a creature of complacency. If I did it the first time a particular way, I'm doing it every time that way. And so, we have all these tools. I mean, I've seen people go live on Instagram. I'm like, you could do that on Instagram?
Yes, you
You know,
can.
I clicked on something the other day, and I was creating my Palm Pal Pins and Friends page, and it asked me if I wanted to go live. I had a whole other page that I didn't know. It was like a business page.
Yep.
And Lizzie was the one that was like, I don't think this is what you were trying to do. I think you were trying to create a group page. So I had to, start again. I was wondering because it had me doing all these checklist things, and I was like, man, it's a lot. Everybody go through this to create a group, and so I'm learning. But it's Palm Pal Pens and Friends on Facebook. It is a group page. Right now it's open for anyone because I didn't have anyone. And I wanted people to come in and join and, kind of look around, have a little bit of fun. One of the things when I first created the um the event was I love talking about how canvases have evoked a certain emotion from me and what I was thinking in that moment when I wanted to buy the camp, especially after I got over the, oh, this is cute. Let me put this in my AliExpress cart. Oh, this is cute over here on Wish. Oh, this is cute on Amazon. Once we all started to grasp the concept of, the licensed artistry and things like that, and, we wanted to be more supportive. I really started to make sure the canvases that I was buying meant something to me. I have my stash valued on I have two insurance policies, one one specific to my canvases, and one, for my place. And the reason is because they're valuable to me. They mean a lot to me. And after I got to the point, once 2020 came along, um, but I have been buying since 2018. But once 2020 came along, and I got to the point where I'm just not buying because it's cute. I'm buying because it means something to me. And the reason is because my stash was huge coming into 2020. I think by April or May of 2020, I had 153 in my stash already. So I had to make sure that when I was buying, they meant something to me. I could go through and I could look at them and I could say, oh, I remember when I bought this. So when I created the event, that's literally what I was doing. I was trying to make sure that I heralded and I celebrated canvases that meant the world to me and the reason why I loved it and I could speak to it. And it wasn't any longer about, oh, I'm gonna get that because I'm in this group and all of us are doing the same thing, you know, like how we do unboxings. I quit. I didn't even really, unboxings never took off for me. And the reason is because when my mom was staying with me, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna unbox it. But this time, instead of doing it like this person, I'm gonna highlight this there. Look at that area down there. And she was like, so all y'all buy the same canvas and y'all unbox the same canvas on y'all YouTube channel? And
Pretty
people,
much.
yeah. I was like, well, mama, when you put it like that, you know, and she was, I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do. And so unboxings never really took off for me because, like, once y'all seen the canvas 3 or 4 times, why would you want to then come and watch me unbox the same canvas? I don't, I don't know if I could spectacularly, go into a different realm of the canvas and make it look so much more exciting than the last 4 or 5 people. So that's why you don't see me doing them. I probably would have been better off. Honey Bunny always says to do like stash videos or something than to try and get in on unboxings. But ultimately, it is about, what the canvas means. I would like to see everybody, even if you're participating in other collabs, participate in hashtag love is in the air. And if you guys will notice, it is spelled love, LUV, is in the air. And it's hashtag with the heart after the hashtag. And you could, I mean, there is an Instagram page, so it probably will make it over there. But I don't even check that Instagram page that much anymore. Um, because it was a collab for, once a year. But I have been on my Palm Pal Pins and Friends page every day, and I see that it's interactive and more people are signing up. I really appreciate that. It's a lot of fun. So the rules are really simple. Make sure you're selecting a canvas that means something to you. And when you post your pictures, kind of post about what you like about it, why you purchased the canvas. Are you giving it as a gift? Is it going to hang on your wall? Is it going to get rolled up and put in a corner like most of mine? Um, and then it just needs to have an area of 30 by 40 or more to do. So if you're working on another canvas you already started, you find yourself a little ways in, do you have at least 30 by 40? Most of us work on these medium size 40 by 50s or larger, 50 by 60. I think standard has become 76 by 56. for a lot of the canvases and things. So, that's really the only thing we're looking for. We do have some awesome sponsors. You guys know DP with Sparklers. They are sponsoring a $15 giveaway. Crafts with Crashley are release papers. And if you guys do go ahead over and shop, we do have our sponsor spotlight. Well, we have resident artists who created our papers, our release papers for the event. And you guys see, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pointing the wrong way. You guys see her right there, my sister. So if you guys want to support, that would be awesome. Um, Carissa's Craft Corner is going to be our sponsor spotlight. She has sent in a tremendous amount of items, and so we're excited to kind of kick off. We do kick off today on Lizzie's channel, Lizzie World of Gems. She goes a lot. I think it's 8 her time, 5 mine, Pacific time. And then Wednesday night, we're going to kick off my portion of the event with being interviewed by, I'm hoping she's still doing this, but we're being interviewed by our sister for the singles portion. So we do interview married couples who are creators in the community. And we talk, we kind of dive deep about how, this craft has impacted the household and the budget. You know, we also get to know them a little bit, how they met, and things like that, how many kids they have, and just what they love about this craft in general. And we did a couple of years ago a single series between me and Rebecca, where we were going to try and get out there, get back on the horse and start dating. But it was kind of hard to do in the midst of a pandemic and things. So we're going to revisit that. We are going to be interviewed this time by our crazy baby sister. And pretty much, I'm pretty sure, she going to ask us a gamut of questions and things. So that's Wednesday. You guys already know Color and Chat with Joanna. Her and her hubby are going to be a featured couple. And then Crystal's Crafting Creations, Crystal and Art are going to be a featured couple. Now we are going to bring them back. We do have a game of love at the end of our series. We had 2 other couples actually. One couple, the spouse, he got sick. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it. And then the third couple, the husband just was like, no, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do. I guess they watched a few of my previous shows. And the husband was like, no, 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 I'm not going to be able to do it. So we do wish the other spouse well. I won't ruin who it was because I hope to have them on next year's show. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And what you guys are going to be helping me and Rebecca do is create a dating profile for these online dating apps. So make sure that you guys have suggestions. You've been watching us. You guys have connected with us. What do you think that we should put in our profile? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try and find my old dating profile. And when you guys hear it, you'll be like, no wonder did nobody call her. I mean, it was real harsh, though. It was something like, I think I told you guys this on a prior show, but it was something real harsh, like looking for a man who can pay his own bills. I'm not looking for no support. I could take care of me, and something like, when we go out, please have your own cash. You don't have to pay for me, but don't expect me to pay for you. It was something harsh. If you ask me out, I expect for you to treat me. And if I ask you out, you're going to get king treatment, And it was something harsh like, don't be bald. If you are, it's by choice. Please have please have your own teeth. Really, really good. It was harsh, guys. It was very harsh and things like that. So, we live, we learn. Catherine's like, oh wow. Listen, I'm older now, okay? I'm looking to
I never
retire
forget.
in less than a decade.
I always tell that story where I forget what the app was, but you had to go through this extensive, all these questions. And
Mhm.
so I answered the whole thing. And I mean, like 30, 40 minutes, an hour of my life. And at the end, you hit, find me a match. And it comes back, sorry, we can't find you anybody. I'm like, well, there's no hope.
But since I've gotten, like I try to hide my grays. You guys can probably see them in the roots a lot more. They look white. I don't color yet, but I'm looking at boxes every time I find myself in the store. Ooh, I wonder if I'd look good as a redhead. um, I don't wear
No,
my hair
no.
straight. I only wear my hair like this in the colder months. And I usually wear my hair curly. So I got to keep in mind that curly hair may not look good with that added color and stuff. So that's why I don't ever. But I look at my grays and I feel like I need to get something done. It's bad in the back.
Joanna
Um,
has her tattoos spell checked.
that's a good idea. Well, some people's teeth are paid for. I know they got to fool me real good, Shirley. That's all. Just fool me real good. We can't be talking and it fall out in your drink or something like that. And yes, that
No,
happened.
yeah, and I don't mind if you got fake teeth, but wear them, okay? Wear them. I don't want to
That's
find them
true.
in the bathroom
Yeah.
in a cup.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, but she not here to get embarrassed. I did not know my mama didn't have any teeth, right? And we were sitting once. I swear, her teeth fell out her head while we were sitting. And you should see the look on my face. Like, how did she hide that? I mean, that's what I need a man to do. And I was like, I got so scared. Like, "Ah! Ah!" I thought she was falling apart from the inside. Are you dead? Oh my god! Oh. But
I always
I need a
like
man to
my
fool me.
sister, I'll have dinner all ready, ready to eat, and she'll be like, "I'll be right back." Where are you going? Dinner's ready. I gotta get my teeth. No, mm-mm. You gotta have men all the time, okay?
That's what I need. I was in shock. You do not look old enough to have gray hair. I'm not, because I lie every day. I'm 29, except my 26-year-old keeps telling people.
So I was a little surprised yesterday that you hung in there on that cross examination.
Me too.
I'm like, oh, Tia's not gonna stay for this. You
It
did.
was good.
I was
It was really
surprised.
good.
It was
It was really.
fascinating.
I am in shock. Obviously, if people were there, you had a huge audience. It hit like 31 at one point. On
Yeah.
a Saturday afternoon, a pop up, really
A
awesome.
Saturday pop-up morning live on that specific
Yeah,
a topic, and I had
I
and
could.
even since then, I've had, a couple hundred views, so, I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
so
crazy. This
it
is the
is.
first case of its kind in this country. There's never been another case like this.
No, and I think some of the things that are going to weigh heavy on, especially the judge, and they have to impress upon the jury, is that this is going to be precedent setting, you know. And I mean, I could see already future, just future cases that are going to probably evolve as a result of whatever occurs, especially if they are found guilty. They are facing a lot of time and things.
I think her
Um,
lawyer said during her closing, she said, think about, this is, make sure that your verdict reflects it. Every parent in America now has to, you know, be like a helicopter parent, you know, after this,
well,
if
I didn't
they
like
come
that
back
she kept
guilty.
referring to herself that way. She truly is not a helicopter
No,
parent. She was not
no,
a vigilant parent at
not
all. You know,
hypervigilant.
correct. And she just kept saying, yes, yes. And they kept referring to it. No, stop saying that, please. She is the most disconnected parent definition. Like again, you're seeing her everywhere. When it comes to disconnected, I won't go so far as to say uncaring, but there were just more things on her list of priority than parenting, you know. And I don't know. I just
Oh, let me answer Silver Stitch's question. This is a case of first impression here in the United States. A this couple, Jennifer and James Crumbley, they had a 15-year-old son who they decided for a Christmas present, Black Friday sale, dad takes him out, buys him a 9mm pistol. So that was Black Friday after Thanksgiving. So the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, the parents get a call from the school counselor, the high school counselor, that he has drawn this math paper on his math review test or whatever it was. He drew the gun, and it's a pretty dang good drawing of a gun. It looked exactly like the one they purchased for him. And then they drew this man with bullet holes in him with blood all around him. And then it said, I need help, some other writings on the paper. So they said, can you and your husband come to the school? So she and her husband, they race over to the school, and their kids in this counselor's office, and the counselor shows them the math paper, and they're like, why did you do that? And a 12-minute meeting, 12 minutes, during which time the dean goes, they change from second period to third period. So the dean says, well, I don't want anything to happen to his backpack. Let me go get it. And the dean goes and gets the backpack and gives it to him. And he says, well, I want to go back to class. And they wanted the parents to take him home and get him some mental health counseling. And no, they said, we have to go back to work. So, and dad was doing DoorDash, for Christ's sakes. You don't have to do anything when you do DoorDash. So mom goes back to work, dad goes back to work, and 2 hours later, their son has shot and killed 4 people and injured 7 others in the high school. So they've been charged with involuntary manslaughter. Here's what I think the judge should keep in mind, that, even if they're found guilty, this is never going to happen again. And the cases have been split. Dad's going to be tried separately a couple months from now. It's never going to happen again. Prison's not going to do this woman any good. I mean, it depends on how you view prison. Is it rehabilitative, or is it, are you doing it for retribution, as punishment? But she's already spent 2 years in jail. If I were the judge, I'd probably be very lenient. She's looking at 60 years with 4 cases, a maximum of 15 per case. I would expect she might run them consecutively and give her maybe a 5-year sentence, or, with supervision or something, because she's not a danger to society. She just made a really poor decision. Really poor decision.
It was definitely a bad decision. I feel for her because, well, at the point of showing the paper, and looking at what was on the paper, that was a horrible decision. I'm sure she regrets, There have been times I've never had anything that knocked on my door like that, but a lot of the stuff they were bringing up, I just felt was irrelevant. But I know that they were trying to set a tone, and the tone is she's horrible. She out here looking for,
Well,
3 ways.
that she's got so many things on her mind. This affair is on her mind. The find a friend is on her mind. And
she had a whole bunch
are on
of
her
fun in this
mind.
Costco parking lot. I'm gonna take Joanna. I'm gonna take Joanna to the Costco. Joanna was she's appalled. She's so appalled. I'm gonna take Joanna to this Costco parking lot. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna see what really goes down in the Costco parking lot, because apparently it's the place to go. Maybe as you and I create.
Who knew?
I had no idea.
We could put that in our profile. Would you like to meet at the Costco
parking lot? Keep that in mind for Wednesday's show, guys, because I'm just enlightened. I had no idea that was, the new, what did they used to call it, Studio 54? Uh,
Oh my God. The
but I mean,
Costco
there
print.
have been times where, like, obviously they were highlighting the man up, and I'm sitting here like, stop, where are we really trying to go with this? I have had to tell my son, I don't want him crying
Jo
over the smallest things and being the
Joanne
wood.
wants to take the GoPro. Oh, no.
Sounds like
Oh, that's
our first
funny.
road trip. um, but
The
it
Costco.
was really good. It was really good. It took me back. I started off pre-law at Ohio State, and they had a 3-and-3 program where you do 3 years of undergrad, and your last year of undergrad is your actual first year of law school. And I got pregnant in my 3rd year of undergrad before I started. I ended up working at the courthouse. So, I'm going to school to be a lawyer. I'm working at the courthouse. Every lawyer clerks, almost every lawyer clerks while they're going to law school and things like that. And everybody hated, like every lawyer would come in there and just like hate their job. So I switched my major to court reporting. Um,
Mm.
and I think it was a better, opportunity. It definitely was a better opportunity. Unfortunately, court reporters are number 2 behind the judge. Something ever happened to the judge because we collect all the evidence and everything is handed to us. In certain cases, we would be number 2 to the judge. That's a lot of. So I work mostly captioning and doing depositions and things like that. Um, Courthouse is rough because a lot of times the easiest place to get placed is family court, and it's hurtful to hear case after case of the abuses and the neglect that kids go through.
Oh, yeah. Sue said
Yeah.
there was a father put in jail here for his son's shooting at the 4th of July parade. He signed his firearm license to buy a gun. He killed 7. The father spent 30 days in jail. That long? Wow.
That's a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, these parents have been in jail for 2 years, so yeah.
Wow. That's a long time too. You know. So maybe they'll get time served. Like you said, 5 years, I think, for how many people were impacted and how huge this case came along, sounds, for me, sounds fair, although I think it's going to set a precedent. Um, we'll see. That's the beauty of the
If we
justice
ever do
system.
a road trip, we've gotta kick it off at a Costco parking lot, though.
I definitely think, this past year, was so enlightening, and things. I had my own, moments and things like that where I had to reassess life. I did start to just move forward with decisions and dreams that I want to have. First and foremost, you guys, if you've watched me for a while, it's my dream I wanted a truck so I could get a travel trailer or a fifth wheel. And the goal was to travel around and meet all of you. Pick up my sister. We are going to do quite a few road trips. And, it was a distant, a far off dream. Oh, one of these days I'm going to do that. But I moved forward. I was talking with my other sister, Rochelle. Rochelle was like, well, don't let the dream die. Maybe you can just curtail it a bit. And she said, instead of a truck, because I had pinched off a huge portion of my truck fund to help both of my brothers. And she said, instead of, I was like, man, I just pinched up all this money. I'm never going to get the truck. I might as well just give the dream up. She was
No,
like,
no.
curtail it. Maybe you could get an SUV, something that wouldn't require as much down. And so that was a good idea, which is what I ended up doing. So I went looking, I searched, researched. I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to buy anything brand new. They up there price wise with trucks. But a truck in my range was still looking like 2017, 2018 for what I had left to put down. For what I put down, I got a vehicle that was only 2 years old, real low miles, and it tows almost 9,000 pounds. So now I'm back in the game. I'm back in the game, but this time, instead of waiting, a while and things like that, I'm moving forward as much as possible with the dream. I have my,
And we're bringing my tricycle.
we could bring your tricycle. I'm going to get a little hitch
Absolutely.
on the back so that we can tow bikes and things.
Can you see me
And
riding my tricycle around the Costco parking lot?
girl, like I'm with Joanna. Let's get us a she said a minivan or a convertible. Let's get us a GoPro. So we can get out. We can be hands free. We put one right here, and then we could put one on the actual vehicle and just angle it, at the most popular spot. But just make sure you guys are looking for the upside down pineapple. Yeah, I found out a while ago that upside down pineapple means that
Yeah,
this
you
is
kept saying that. I have no idea what it means.
it's a sign for swingers. So
Seriously?
yeah,
Oh, do we need to put that in our profile if it applies?
there was only one way to find out.
Like, no upside down pineapple.
You find yourself in the midst of the upside down pie. You're trying to turn the napkins and stuff around, like, oh, this looks like it was made right, because the letters, the wording on the bottom are right side up. Why is the pineapple? You're trying to turn the pineapple napkin around, and you sit down, you're eating, because it's nice events that they have. And you sit down and you're eating, and then someone that looks like you, a female with boobies, comes and they might put their hand on your knee, and you're like, what the heck?
Oh,
You
no.
know,
No, no, no.
that's how I found out. I'm like,
Oh, no.
whoop, whoop. Yes.
So
So,
Sue said she talked to Kara about the Crumbley case as she was a principal. First of all, I can't even imagine Kara finding a 9mm gun in a backpack. That woman would freak out. You got to know Kara. She's like a nervous Nelly. She'd be like, oh,
what is this? Oh my God. Do something about this.
yeah. And I agree that the school has some responsibility. I think the school made themselves out, he said, I didn't have any reasonable suspicion. Oh, that's bull crap. Of course he had reasonable suspicion, but I don't know why he didn't do it. And why they charged him as an adult with no mention of mental issues. I listened to the judge the other day. He was reading into the record his decision on sentencing. And he said that he felt like versus a lot of 15-year-olds, this kid showed a lot of maturity. He says there's different kinds of maturity, but this kid actually showed a lot of maturity, more than, because that's what they're looking for before they sentence a 15-year-old. Is it an immature 15-year-old that doesn't realize the consequences of their actions? But they said, he wrote this journal, he kept a journal, he made a video, he talked about it. He says this kid's an adult. He's an adult. So I don't know that he was mentally ill, though. I mean, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. I think anybody that murders another person isn't in their right mind.
True.
To be honest.
I do think it was really interesting that was brought out. I don't know if it was yesterday or if it was when we watched the other day, Thursday. But when they kept asking, and I think it was her attorney, so I think it was the other day, they kept asking, well, what did you think, when you saw and she said she didn't think he would harm anyone else, but she thought maybe he's bordering or considering suicide. That was her concern,
Yeah.
I think, that was.
I would love to know what the problem was with his friend that they sent away to a special place.
Oh, he did. He's
Yeah.
got an issue too. What do you think? I mean, you know how kids of a
That
feather
mother must be thinking, there, but for the grace of God go I, because thank God we got him some help, because he might have been next to him.
I think I really think she probably. I mean, he was depressed. He was missing his friend. I know that it's hard to introduce this information into a case and things like that, but did they consider sexuality or anything like that? I mean,
Yeah,
he
I
was
thought
really
about that too. I thought about that because he was very close with that friend, very close.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
and so
Well,
obviously
he's in a men's prison. He's in the right place. So
there we go, and he ain't getting out no time soon, so he's gonna have plenty of
he'll
friends.
find some friends there.
Yeah. He asked for help. He cried when he saw his mother in jail. She said nothing. Yeah, she's very disconnected, Joanna. She's just I don't want to say a bad parent because I don't think that she realized how disconnected she is. I think she felt, well, she called herself a vigilant helicopter parent. I think that is a abs. I would, if I was her attorney, I would have stopped saying that. What's wrong with you? You know good and dang on well. When the last time you don't return his text? When y'all don't go no for no walks together. He ain't got to go to the horse stable with you. He don't like horses. You know,
Did you
dumb dumb.
hear when the lawyer asked her,
I was about to say that.
did your
Why did you
son
take
go
him
to
to
the
Costco?
parking lot with you?
Why did you take him to Costco with you? You know, maybe we don't want to take him to Costco. You know, it would seem enough. But perhaps we
That was
should consider
hilarious.
other family events. You know, why didn't Ding Dong stepdad take him to? I keep calling him stepdad. I know he's dad,
He's
but I
dad.
feel like that's coming up. I ain't even his dad. Why am I here? You know, I feel
Oh,
like that's
this
gonna come up.
kid, if you look at him now, he is the spitting image of his father. He looks exactly like his father. So Shirley says,
Yeah.
my daughter drank one weekend and her friend kept a flask in her locker and I took her to a therapist. I took my son to so many therapists, he started refusing to go. He's like, Mom, stop. I do not need to go to a therapist. Yeah.
The kids have gone. My son was kidnapped from kindergarten, and so
What?
he. Mm-hmm. Yep.
No. How?
It was a crazy girl that I didn't know her. I knew her son. He used to visit with her boyfriend, the neighbor's house of my mom and my stepfather's house. So when my
Uh-huh.
son would be at my mom's hanging out, the little boy would go with her boyfriend hanging out with the neighbor, and they would play outside together. So when my son started school, he was older. He was 2 years ahead of my son. And my son did, you know, when kids first start school, they don't want to go to school. I used to walk him all the way to his classroom. And then when
Oh,
I
yeah.
would turn, he would cry. And the teacher was like, you got to stop leaving him at the door. Let him go at the door. Don't walk all the way up to the classroom. So I started doing that. He's still miserable. I'm watching him through the door in school. He's taking that long stroll, like taking forever. When he ran into the little boy one morning, he um he was so excited, and he was like, he goes here, you know. All of a sudden, he can't wait to go to school to see the friend that he would hang out with sometimes when he was over grandma and papa's house. So I thought, okay, well, you know what? This is great. On the way to, I was trying to get him there earlier so that he would have time to kind of hang out and play with the little boy. On the way to drop him off at school one day, we saw a little boy walking. And I said, hey, you know, what corner do you come from? Perhaps I can pick you up and you guys can get dropped off to school together. Worst mistake of my life. So I started to pick the little boy up on the corner and then drive him to school together. And about a month goes by, my son, I noticed he didn't want to go to school anymore. I couldn't get him to get up. He wasn't eager. I'm like, what's going on? Talk to mommy. And he finally said that he hurts him when he gets dropped. I said, what do you mean? So he's punching on him, he's pinching on him. He was 2 years ahead, and my son was in all day kindergarten. And so he took that opportunity to look bigger and badder in front of his friends to tease Justin and bully Justin. And here I am picking up the bully. I'm taking the enemy, you know, and handing my son over to him. So when he finally told me that, I picked the little boy up for the last time and I said, my son told me you've been putting your hands on him. I'm going to tell you right now, that better stop. Put your hands on him again and you're going to face my retribution. Now, get yourself to school because I will not be picking you up anymore. And make sure you have a talk with your mom and tell her that I said this. Again, I didn't know his mom. I just knew they knew each other from playing together. So the mother called. A couple of days go by. I was not picking the little boy up anymore, and the mother gets my number from the neighbor who got it from my mom, and she calls. And I told her, your son's been bullying my son. I will not be picking him up. Make sure you have a talk with him because the next time I'm going to the school. And so that was that, as far as I knew. A few days go by, and I get a call from her the following week. Yeah, he's really going to need to get picked up. Like she had a missing link or something. He's really going to need to get picked up today. You know, it's going to be kind of cold and things like that. I worry. I'm like, I told you I wasn't picking him up no more. You better get your child to school. And I hung up. She calls the next day. She called 4 days in a row. The fourth day, I had to go off. What the hell is wrong with you? Did not tell? Girl, don't call me no more. I don't know how your child got to school before I picked him up on the corner. I didn't even come to his house, you know. But he will not be getting picked up by me. You want him to get a ride? Give him a ride. And I hung up. I ain't hear nothing the fifth day, so I figured she had it, right? A week or so goes by, and my car was breaking down. Something was going on with it. I had a stick at the time, so I think the transmission was slipping. So I was late to pick him up for school one day, and that was the day. I get to the school, and the teacher should have been fired. The teacher says, you already came and got him. I released him to you. I'm looking at her like, ding dong. If I already came and got him, why the hell am I here now? And she said, I could have swore I released him to you. I said, she said, well, maybe I released him to someone that looks like you.
Because y'all look alike, right?
I would have said that, but this was a black teacher. I'm still trying to figure that
Okay.
out. I'm in shock though. She said somebody that looked like me, and I wanted to punch her. So they went and got the principal, and they were like, well, maybe he decided to walk home. What the school didn't know is that I didn't live in my home anymore. I had moved to a whole other town, but I didn't want him to have to go through making friends and everything again. So I was driving him to school, picking him up till the end of that school year. Long story short, I knew he didn't walk home because he had no home to walk home to, you know. And so I'm like, no, I know he didn't go home. Well, maybe somebody picked him up. I'm like, I'm here to pick him up. I was like 10 minutes late, but she had to have been watching. Long story short, they ended up calling, the police. The police put out Amber Alert. That's how my dad found out. Everybody in town. My cousin's husband, he drove the city bus that drove by the street, and he seen us out there with all of the police. And he pulled the bus over. People got to get home, got to get to work, and things like that. And he had to have a coworker come and relieve him. It was horrible. About an hour and a half into them trying to search and find him, they called the coroner in. They said people that kidnap kids panic and kill the kid. This is how I find this out. I'm panicking at this point. They kept asking me all kind. I had to call his dad at work. That was a horrible call. He was screaming. He blames me. I'm like, I can't help what the. So clearly after that, we switched, his school. It was getting dark. It was dark. And they were like, you can't think of anybody. No. It was like any weird issues, and my mom is the one who remembered. What about that crazy lady that kept calling you? And I was like, what? So when we say crazy, she had been in a mental institution. She had 6 kids.
Wow.
She had 6 kids, and they had been taken away from her, and she had mental issues she had been struggling with. And she had the word escaped is what was used, but she had just got up one day and walked out of the mental institution, and they didn't know where she was at. And you know how that can be. They don't look for them. And she set up life, hours away. So she's with this boyfriend who didn't even know that she had a prior life. And that wasn't even his son, but the boy would be with him all the time. Long story short, she showed up. She was getting her kids. She saw Justin sitting around, and she said, come with me. Your mommy told me that it's okay for you to come with me. So when I told them what occurred, they looked this information up, because remember, I didn't know where he stayed. I picked him up from the corner. Another mistake. But They found his information, from the school, went to the house, and knocked on the door. When she opened the door, you could see Justin. He still had his hat on. He still had his coat on. He'd been crying for hours. He had tear stains that had dried,
Oh,
new tear stains that had dried. Tiara, I think Tiara was 9 months old or something. She was on my hip the whole time. And I'll never forget, I had Tiara on one hip and I had one hand free. And I reached past the officer that had knocked on the door and grabbed her up, and he was trying to break us, and I got Tiara in one hand. I tried to kill her. I was like, shoving her against the door frame. I thought I told y'all all of that because he had to go to counseling for that. He went to counseling for 2 years.
Well, he's
Um,
a nice, normal kid now.
he,
Thank
he
God.
is, he is, but I think it's because he went to counseling. They let him talk
Yeah.
and things like that,
Yeah.
and he remembers. He still remembers because he was 5 when that happened. You know, but what he remembers about the most is he act like he said she was acting weird, like she would laugh and things, and your mommy's gonna be upset when she finds out you're here. And then she would laugh. He was telling us that, and I'm
Did
like,
they arrest her?
she got arrested.
Did she go to
Yep.
jail?
She went back to the mental institution.
Mental institution. Oh
They
God.
took the 2 kids. So she had another kid, a little girl, and then him, and they took them too. That's how we found out she had more kids that had been taken. Yep.
Oh my God.
It was very sad. Very sad. So
So
my daughter,
what time is Lizzie's show this afternoon?
I believe
Your
it's
Love
8
is in the Air
Eastern.
show. What time?
It's 8 Eastern,
Oh,
which is
tonight.
today.
Oh, okay. So you're
Tonight.
going to be on her channel?
hmm Yeah, that's
Okay.
going to be the first one um, for Love is in the Air. And then I think you and I have a schedule for Wednesday if that's good. I know Wednesday is late for you.
Wednesday's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
And then that's
Now
when we're
like
going
I
to,
got someplace to be. I'll be here.
girl, you can have a hot date in Costco parking lot.
Ah,
Joanna could be on her way to film it.
Silver Stitches asks what a GoPro is. A GoPro is one of those cameras that people wear on their
You can put it on your forehead or
you can
right
put it on
here.
your forehead or your chest, and it's like the police officer's body cam. It just films whatever you're doing, or you could be skateboarding or going to Costco. So Joanna says, "See, I think little Ethan had a good chance at an insanity plea. Is it too late? It's too late. He got horrible advice from his attorneys. They never should have let him plead guilty, but he did. So, and that's over and done with. He is appealing his sentence, so that may change. You can wear it underwater. This is true. I
Really?
never yeah, GoPro, they have a waterproof case you can put it in. I don't know what happened to my GoPro. It is, like, on this desk somewhere.
That's a good idea because people they do things in water. I think I will wear one to see and just look. They have this senior center here, and the water is warm. Oh my goodness! I always wonder because on the one movie they say that it's supposed to turn blue when people do things in the
Oh,
water.
no.
But I always think that you could probably see like cloudy water coming away from someone. I would use that GoPro underwater to see, is it really cloudy? Did you just do so? Why did the water just turn cloudy around you?
Busted. The school put my daughter on the wrong school bus in kindergarten. Then the bus
Oh,
driver let her off 6 blocks from her sitter. Some lady picked her up, took her to a babysitter. It was awful. Oh my
oh,
God.
yep. Oh my goodness.
Can it go on? It can go on a tripod, but that's not why you buy a GoPro. You buy a GoPro because you want to
You
wear it
want to
on the
film while you're
go.
on the go. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like hiking. Oh, did you hear about that kid that passed away?
uh-uh.
They
What
said
kid?
he was taking pictures of like scenes over near a cliff, and he got too I want to say too close, but they said the edge gave out from under him.
Oh, that can happen. Yep.
And as he was
Yep.
falling to his death, he was still taking pictures. Yep.
Oh, that's
His
haunting. So
sister,
they have the pictures.
they do have the pictures, and his sister was with them and kept saying, "You're getting too close. You're getting too close." And she said that he just would never listen. He would always. I was like, "Dang, that's harsh." His friends were there, and he was the type of person to always kind of push the the element and things. Oh, let me try one next level. I barely did that, but let me see if I can barely get over this
No,
next
not me. I'm
hurdle.
not one of those people. Nope.
Me either. Yep, and fell. The earth gave out. She said the
Where was
rock
this
ledge
at?
under her. I can't remember where. It was on the
Um,
news. I don't even watch the news. I had fell asleep and woke up and it was on. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Yep. It was just a few days
wow.
ago. So probably Wednesday or Thursday.
Wow.
Is very sad.
Stitch, are you coming to see me? Come say hi. Here he
Hi,
comes.
Stitch.
Here he comes. Come
Yeah,
here.
you guys are huge now. Big kids,
No,
all
you
grown
can't
up.
play with the no, you can't play with the yarn. No, no. We're not playing with the yarn. Come here. He wants to play with the yarn. No.
Joanna said
Nope.
she's not a
Nope. Nope.
drone
Nope.
fan. Look how big you guys are. Oh
Oh,
my
he's a
gosh.
big guy. Yeah. He's my big boy.
Hi, Stitch.
You are not playing with the yarn. Go play. Go.
Yeah, he likes yarn. And you took his yarn caddy away.
Did you see
Remember the
the
yarn?
thing I was doing for Berta?
Yeah, I have seen that. That's cute. But are you back on track? I know you were having some difficulty.
No, no, I'm on track with it now. Look, I finished the first block of color. Wait a minute. It goes this way.
Oh, that
Isn't
is
that cool?
cute. Yes.
It goes all the way across.
Look at you.
So now I'm going to do a green and then a gray. It's a football team's,
Oh yeah. You gonna
colors.
throw
Yeah.
some blue in there? You know she like the Seahawks color. Blue, green, gray,
It's
black.
Seahawk. This is
Yeah.
dark blue. Yeah. She
Oh,
picked,
okay.
she picked out the colors. Yeah. And she's usually lurking. She doesn't always say anything when she's in my chat, but she lurks.
So I do have a homework assignment for you before we kick off Wednesday.
Okay.
Um, because I would not know where to look. I'm going to have you pick the dating app that we're going to put our profile up on.
Oh. And it can't be find your friend. It can't be
No,
find
it
a friend.
can't be.
No.
What is the one? It can't
Because
be
I'm not doing
Tinder.
no upside down pineapple things.
It can't. That's what I mean. No, no, like Tinder. No, find your
How about
friend.
like farmers or
Oh, I like that one. And they got a show.
we could
They
do
got a show.
farmers. That'd be
We could
fun.
do farm. Yes, do the farmers one. I like that.
Well, I wonder if there's a dating app for the guys in Colorado or not Colorado,
Oh, the Men of
Alaska.
Alaska. The Men of.
Ooh,
They have a
I will.
magazine.
I will do the research and I will find out.
Yes, the Men of Alaska. That one right there. I read a book about how because of the temperatures and
Yeah.
because of the light 6 months of day, 6 months of evening, it's really harsh, and men aren't as connected to it as women are, and so they get up there and they real lonely. We gotta find. I don't know how I feel about all time, all day being daylight. I was watching The Proposal,
Yeah.
which is in Sitka where Berta lives, and it
Is it
never
really?
dawned. Berta lives in Sitka.
Yeah.
I tease
Yeah.
her about it all the time. I was like, if I come there, am I gonna see Ryan? Well, so in the movie, I kept saying, why are they getting in the bed in this daylight? And it never dawned on me the difference in the lights. And
Yeah.
I was like, it's awful bright. And she said something, and then he hit the button, the remote to close the curtains. And I said, ah. So yeah, I read that book, and they were saying how they get lonely. They have good jobs, good paying jobs and things, but it's kind of harsh for them, when it comes to life partners and things because of the temperature and the lights. That's right, Dawn.
Thank you,
Give us this.
Dawn. You it's real easy to hit that thumbs up button. You do have to go out of chat. You have to get out of chat, hit the thumbs up button, then you can come right back into chat and you won't miss a thing. You hope Berta is good. You think about her. Is Berta not feeling well? I haven't talked to her in a few days. So let me show. Let me go back to the Facebook group. Some people want me to show their things. Let's see. Let's look at the Facebook group. Share this tab. Let's see what else has been posted. I do love that astronomer painting. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, look at this one. Shirley's doing this one for your event. Gnomes, look how cute. I love that. Of course, Joanne, look, more gnomes. Okay, what else we got here? There's the astronomer. Here's Catherine Elizabeth. Look at the snowman and the cardinals. Oh, very pretty. And oh, I love this bus. Look at all the colors in that. That's going to be cool. All right, what else we got here?
You do know we can't see your screen.
What?
I said, you do know we can't see your screen.
No, let me go back. No, I did not know that. How about now? All right, let's start that over again. Let's go back up. So this is okay. Here's what I was showing you guys. This one with the gnomes. I wonder why you weren't saying nothing.
Well, I had clicked over and was looking. I can see it now.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Technology, right? Let's see. All right, there's the astronomer. Here's the snowman I was talking about with the cardinals. And there is the bus, the hippie bus. That's me and Tia going to the Costco.
We're going to Costco. You need to figure out where we're going to put the GoPro.
And Narrate, she has recently had a whole bunch of stuff framed. That her husband did that diamond painting. That's
a good
cool.
idea. Really?
Yeah, here her husband diamond paints. There's her Chuck Penson that she did. She got it framed.
Wow.
And there's another one that she got framed for breast cancer.
Oh.
She goes to Hobby Lobby when they have sales. She said this is going to
the Hobby Lobby a little bit more. That's what I call men like that store a lot. Like Billy used to go there, and Man Bun they both lived in Hobby Lobby. I got a relationship with Michael. And Michael and I, we go way back.
Oh, you go with Michael, huh? All right, that's it,
so I got to
guys.
start going to Hobby Lobby just to kind of check it out and things. But I know the men of the crafting community, they love Hobby Lobby.
I loved it too when I lived near it, but it's too far away for me to go now. It's way out in Derby, so it's a next town over, and I certainly couldn't go there on my tricycle.
How's that
You're not going. You're not going to that no frill. Are you going to that no frills retreat?
Nope. I should have. I started to, because I was going last year and the year before, but this year, I think I'm gonna try and save up my time to go on a cruise next year.
Ooh. Not with what's her name still trying to do the cruise thing?
This one is
oh, okay, because I wouldn't want to be stranded on a boat without nut bag. Sorry. Sorry.
You have to forgive
I'd be jumping overboard.
There is Joanna, there is a a February retreat. It is called the Red Boot Retreat. It is in Texas, like it's in like Dallas Fort Worth area.
Yeah.
And it is when they say no frills, like there's no swag bags, there's no like sponsor or anything. You just show up with the craft that you want to work, and it really is just all crafting. Um, and so, I would love that. Who going on a
Taylor
Taylor?
Swift. Oh, I'm there.
Oh,
I'll be
let's
the
do it.
cruise
Let's
director.
go. Did that girl keep following me?
Like you keep Taylor busy. Let me go find Travis. Okay. All right.
I love me some Taylor Swift. Let's do this. Um, it, so signups will probably start for that one in like May or June, because it usually starts about 10 months prior to the event. But
Yeah.
it's called the Red Boot Retreat. It's a no frills retreat, and it's in like Dallas Fort Worth area. Again, that one is it's a no frills, so a lot of people aren't, they just showing up to really have days full of crafting and things like that. You guys will probably hear a little bit more about it coming up because I believe it's in a week or two.
So where do people sign up for your event? Tia Silver Stitches wants to know.
Palm Pal Pens and Friends, and the N is the actual letter N on Facebook.
Can you
So
put
yep,
the link in?
Yeah. Well, let me see. Let me go back and put it in.
Yeah, Tia will put the link in. Is there a sign up sheet in the Facebook group, or you just post a
This
picture?
one is just when you post. Yep, you'll post with the hashtag heart. Love is in the air, all one word, and love is spelled LUV. And then your pictures and everything with your canvas and your kit up. Obviously, week one, which will end my first live because we couldn't go live before then. So my first live,
Right.
which is Wednesday, we're going to do a giveaway every week. So we have sponsorships from DP with Sparklers, Crafts with Crashley, Palm Pal Pens, just to kind of show you the pins.
Oh, I want to see the pink pens. This is my favorite pen. The pink ones.
I think everyone, really kind of likes them. I'm gonna open this up because I was bagging them up today to get them ready. And I had made some more, but I haven't finished drilling them down. And so this is one. You guys will see the pins on.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Is that like a rose gold in there?
Rose gold.
That's beautiful.
And then there's like a antique rose, and they're all pink hues and then a little bit of cream.
So I better go over there and post the picture. Everybody go post the picture.
And if you have been working other collabs, again, as long as you have at least a 30 by 40 left, go ahead and post it and have fun with us while you try and win from other people's collab as well. At the end of the day, it's really about just being able to speak to why that canvas means so much to you, why you purchased it. What were you going to do with it once it's completed? Are you hanging it on a wall? Is it going to be a gift? If it's a gift, who is it going to? And why do you think that they would love it? So just being able to really speak to your canvases. Most of the time, people say, I'm doing this. And then, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I wonder what, caused them to purchase this canvas. What did it mean to them? Are they giving it as a gift? I wonder that every time I see a post. I'm just nosy. So this definitely.
Did you find the link?
I thought I had posted it over here. One moment.
She's posting it, Joanne.
I think that's it. Yes.
Tammy, I don't think you have to look for a specific post in her Facebook group. Just post your progress as whenever you want.
I'll do that. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll try and do it today. I just need some help with some, make sure y'all understand that she is getting better. She's getting better at technology, so telling you guys to post the things, woo.
You can go live on, you can go live on Facebook too.
I just found that out. I clicked on it by mistake and I'm like, oh, let me, Joanna says she has it. Yes,
There
so
you
weekly
go.
postings, obviously. Also, one of the things that I've always liked is that after a live, when somebody comes back and they hit the hashtag replay, um, I usually only do this a couple times per year, but I definitely for this event will make sure that I am rewarding my hashtag replay. So if you aren't able
Yeah.
to come to one of my lives, please watch the live and then comment hashtag replay, mention something about the actual live itself because I do giveaways for the lives also. Okay. So that, I mean, for the replays also. I don't ever want anybody to feel like, oh, I missed out. Oh, that was, and I used to do it all the time, but it got to be a lot trying to remember to collect the comments. I'm getting
I
better,
know. I know. But and
y'all.
we'll teach you. Don't worry. We
I
got you. We
appreciate
got you.
it.
All right, guys, that's the show for today. Thank you, Tia. We are looking
Thanks
forward
for
to this
having me.
event.
We're gonna
Yes.
have fun this Wednesday. Don't forget, pick
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
good one.
I'm gonna pick I'll pick it's gonna be something farmer related, I think. So
I
yeah,
appreciate
we'll
that. I
see.
definitely
We'll
do.
see. So tune in Wednesday to watch us create a profile. Wednesdays at what it's 9 central, right? Or
9 Central,
okay.
7 Pacific.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye, guys.